Hey everybody, to 1v200. This is the interview show that I've been doing. Where I just interview people that are important in my life, and so we just kind of go through questions, kind of semi-rapid fire. I mean, we'll dive deep into a couple of them or a few, and then some will be kind of quick. We'll kind of have a mix of everything. So today I have my sister Emily Anderson on, and we're gonna get a little insight into her life. So yeah, how you doing, Emily?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah, Emily to me lives like out of all my siblings, probably like one of the most interesting lives. She's just always on the go, always out with her friends, always doing something cool like every weekend. So I always like try and check out her social media and like see what cool things she's doing next because she's always got something going on. So,
very sweet. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and one of the things that I want to do, so I like to give a little recommendation at the beginning of all these shows. It doesn't really have much to do with the show itself, but I just like to, because probably the only tie-in is that when I interview people that are important in my life, I like to give recommendation of things that I just found in my life that I just like, and it just like runs from anything. I've given food recommendations or TV and recommendations, just things like product recommendation, but so this time I wanted to give a little recommendation. So for anyone who's been watching the new WandaVision series over on Disney Plus, one of the things that the real hardcore comic book fans should know, but it's based on a story called Marvel House of M. So I actually own this comic book, so here it is.
Wow, look at that.
It's called the House of M. So basically, to give the really brief description, basically Scarlet Witch goes crazy. She in the comic book storyline, this takes place right before Civil War, and so I can't remember exactly what drives her to be crazy, but I know it definitely has to do with some family issues because in the comic book she is the daughter of Magneto from X-Men, and so you have Scarlet Witch, and then also Quicksilver is her brother, and so and the whole story just she goes crazy and she creates this whole other world, which in the TV show they made it kind of like a sitcom kind of thing, which is cool. You got some 50s and 60s sitcom things going on, and with some kind of like mystery surrounding and like what's really going on. And the comic books, there's some things like that. It's not really a sitcom, but there's kind of like an alternate reality where you get to see every single superhero living their best life. So you get to see a Peter Parker where his Uncle Ben, he never died. He's still alive, and then he's happily married with Mary Jane, and they have a child, and then you see like even some X-Men, you see like Mystique being able to live as an actual human, so she's not having to always turn into a mutant. You see Iron Man married to Pepper Potts and like just having a great life. You see that Captain America got to grow old with Peggy Carter, some of those cool things. And but the thing is though, somehow Wolverine, they use him as the main one of the main characters, like because he has healing powers. He kind of wakes up and like realizes something ain't right, like to use his words,
yeah,
like
wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yep, something ain't right, bub, or something. But so he starts to wake up and realize like that it's all an illusion, like it's not really what it seems. So basically he goes with the Scarlet Witch, and they go on this whole entire journey to trying to wake everybody up and let them know that this isn't real. And there's certain things that actually happen, some big key, I'm not going to spoil anything, but some big key like main Avengers die in this, and so it's like pretty crazy, like how it happened. I'll give one little spoiler. One of them's Hawkeye, so there's a big story around that. But there's some other things too. And so yeah, I just wanted to just give a little recommendation to that, because with the show going on, and the comic book's written by one of my favorite authors. His named Brian Michael Bendis, and so I had a little. Oh yeah, so like he's written like some of the the best comic book storylines. So he's written things like Ultimate Spider-Man. He wrote a really cool series called Powers. That's like basically uh, uh, these two detectives that go on adventures trying to find people that have powers and kind of like investigate and trying to figure out if they're good or bad and if they need to put a stop to it. There's that. He wrote a series of Daredevil in the early 2000s. That's pretty cool. And then he also wrote an Ultimate Spider-Man for Miles Morales. And then he wrote he wrote an Alias comic, which is kind of based on the TV show, kind of like sort of like a Jessica Jones type of character if you've never seen Alias before, but it's pretty similar to that. And he also wrote Moon Knight, which is a Marvel series that's actually coming up soon, and which I'm super excited for. He's a guy from Egypt that gets these kind of powers to control things that have to do with the moon. So you'll see when the series comes out. But anyways, that's that. I just wanted to just give a little quick recommendation. So if you want to watch the new WandaVision series, definitely read Marvel House of M if you want to get some real insight into some other things that might be going on there. So yeah, but yeah, we'll just kind of jump into these questions though. That's why we're here, to kind of find out about Emily. So yeah. So yeah, I'll just start. So number one, the first question, and if there's any of these you don't want to answer, you can always say pass. That's totally no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Open book.
And also, I want to point out, Emily definitely is a Donald Trump supporter, a proud Donald Trump. You got the flag in the background.
Yep.
I'll not draw too much attention to people, but you can't. Yeah. Yep. You gotta be who you are, you know. So yeah.
Well, I just
awesome,
set up my laptop and then I put the screen up and I'm like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I posted something. I think on social media that was like, that said like, I can't wait for 4 more years and everyone gets sick of the current people and that are in office and reelect Donald Trump, right?
I know.
I don't know.
24, right?
Yeah, but here we respect everyone. We pray for Joe Biden. We hope he'll make the decisions that are best for this country, and I mean, we respect anyone, no matter what political background that you come from. Doesn't matter if you support Joe Biden or if you support Donald Trump or if you support Kanye West or whoever it is, you know, just anyone. So, yep. So I mean, we are just friends with everyone. So I'll just put it that way. But yeah. So the first question though is what is your email address?
Well, my burner is one, like the one from when I was a kid, was the Millie100 at Yahoo. Nice. And then my current one is just anderson.mrose@gmail.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. What is your name as it appears on your birth certificate? That'd be your full name.
Emily Rose Anderson.
Nice.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the exorcism of Emily Rose, right? Gonna be no exorcisms taking place tonight.
I know. I get that on dating apps sometimes. They're like, have you heard of that? Like, you heard of the exorcism with Emily Rose? I'm like, I didn't ever know about that until I started getting messages on dating apps from that. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Have you ever even seen that movie?
No.
No. Yeah. I know you're not really huge on horror, so yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yep. But do you have any nicknames that could be like nicknames from family, friends, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, Dad calls me Emerson. Like I get Emmy Schmemmy or Emmy Bum or just M.
Yeah.
I feel like good friends, if someone's a good friend, they call me M. So if someone's like getting like closer to me, then call me M.
Yeah, usually that's the name that I usually go with. If I choose the nickname, I say M, I think.
Yeah.
What are your parents' names? I mean, we got the same parents, but
Clyde and Kelly.
Nice. How many candles were on your last birthday cake? So how old are you?
Well, my last birthday cake is 22, but I don't know if there are that many candles on it.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember. I mean, we didn't have cake my last birthday. We had the kitchen sink at Disney World because I
Oh
was
yeah.
at Disney for my last birthday. So yeah,
So oh, so was it ice cream then? Is that what it is?
ice cream. Yeah. Well, and we did have my roommate Jen made cupcakes, so we had
Oh,
those.
nice.
I don't think they had any candles.
Nice. Yeah, that always reminds me of that Man versus Food when he eats the the kitchen sink at the San Francisco Creamery. You may even be able to go there since you're heading that
Yeah,
way tomorrow. But
yeah.
but they have a challenge where they literally fill up an entire kitchen sink with ice cream, and you can eat it. And if you do,
Well,
it's
that's exactly what it is at Disney. It's like,
oh really? Oh
yeah,
nice.
well, they list off all the ingredients when they bring it out. And then at the very end, they're like, and a whole can of whipped cream. And then everybody knows to go, a whole can.
Oh
And
really?
everyone in the restaurant was supposed to say that. So, yeah, it's cute.
Did you say it when you worked there? Then
Well, I'd
was
say it
that the
as a
one you worked at or
guest.
not?
It's like, it's
I
something
wasn't
the
sure about the
guests
restaurant
do.
that you ever worked at. Maybe it's probably somewhere else.
So it's somewhere else. It's called Beaches and Cream. It's at the Beach Club Resort. But
Okay.
we just go to get the kitchen sink or get, like, they have really good burgers and they have really good desserts. So yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. So I guess uh, your birthday's coming up in only 2 days, probably less now. So
Yep. 2023.
uh, yep. So that takes care of the next question, was the date you regularly blow your candles out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
February 6th.
nice, nice.
That's Superior birthday.
Yep.
Best day of the
Nice.
year.
Yes, of course. Do you have any pets currently?
No.
You don't have any, but
I
you
wish.
have had some.
We have had some
Oh,
before. We
yeah.
almost got kittens. Me and my roommate almost
Oh,
got
really?
kittens like a month and a half ago. Yeah, but
That would have been fun.
decided against it. Yeah, I just didn't know with leaving for Texas if that was gonna fly. But
Oh yeah, because you go to Texas for the summer, so yeah,
mhm.
yeah. Let's see. What is your hair color? Like your natural hair color?
This is it, brown.
That's it, brown. All right, awesome.
Yeah, it's really long. So.
Yeah, yeah. That's always something about Emily. She grows hair down past her waist.
Yeah.
She's kind of like Rapunzel or something. Yep. But let's see. What is your eye color?
It is. It's green, but it's got like dark blue on the outside, and then like a little bit of like a golden color on the inside. So yeah.
Okay, nice. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any piercings or tattoos?
Just like the ear piercings, but that's it. Just one, like
You
one
don't
in
have,
each.
you don't have any butterflies on the small of your back or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No tramp stamps.
Yeah. No tramp stamps. Okay. That's
Ain't
good.
no
Yeah.
how. Oh, I'm just
Yep.
the
Right.
Idaho.
Yeah. Right. Just in Idaho. Yep. Yep. Let's see. What was your birthplace?
Boise. Yeah, Boise, Idaho.
Nice. What would you consider your hometown?
Eagle, Idaho.
Eagle, Idaho. Nice. Let's see. And that kind of goes into to the next question. Where did you grow up, and what was it like for you growing up?
I grew up in Eagle. I don't know. Eagle's very much of a bubble of safety, I feel like, which is nice in so many ways because, like, I have so many good friends, good memories. I felt safe all the time. It's really Christian, really conservative, so you're kind of in that bubble. But it was good. I mean, no complaints over here. I had a good time growing up. High school was super fun. I don't know. We were really into sports, so I grew up I ran cross country and track, but like we went to games all the time too. So it was good. Just getting beat up by the four boys all the time.
Yep, all the time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I always say that Eagle probably has some of the best people on earth that I've ever met. So some really awesome people. Yep.
Because now I'm in Utah, which is good in a lot of ways. Like you're being constantly lifted up by people and challenged in so many ways. But Eagle is much more humble, I think. And there's
Yeah.
way less comparison, and people are just like themselves, and they're down to earth. And so
Yeah.
and there's a better ratio where there's not like so many LDS people, just because when there's so much of that, I feel like you don't ever get a chance to experience anything different. And so, yeah.
Yeah, that was like part of why I wanted to move to the Seattle area, just to have some more culture in my life,
Yeah.
Because in Idaho, especially Eagle, it's like 95% white people probably, and it's just
Yeah.
there's not
It's
really,
so white. It's so Christian. So, like,
yeah, not a lot
yeah,
of
it's nice to
diversity.
get out. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
it's so nice. Like, the area is beautiful, but it's just, yeah, it can get a little bit, I don't know, a lot of the same stuff.
yeah, right. It's like being in a bubble. When you leave, it's like going into the real world, is what I call
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know there was all of this too. Yeah.
yeah, right. Yep, exactly. Yep. Yeah, one of the things, I don't mean this in any kind of like weird way, but like I never realized that in Seattle, all the Middle Eastern people actually do run all the convenience stores. It actually is actually it is true that they're from like India, Pakistan, all that, and that's a true thing. So
So funny.
it kind of shows you how ignorant, and like I actually am coming from a place like Eagle. I'm kind of like, oh, this stuff actually does happen, or there's actually people of all different races that are do all kinds of different things. So
Well, and you just,
yeah,
I don't know, I think you need to get used to not, I don't know, just being loving towards all kinds of people, because the only people
yeah,
you know are the people who look like you and who think and act like you, really, when you're an Eagle.
yeah,
So it's good in that way.
yeah. Right, yeah, definitely. Let's see. The next question is: have you ever been to Africa? That's kind of a random one.
No, but I have been thinking about going to Cairo.
Oh
There's
yeah,
the tickets are super cheap from Salt Lake to go to
oh yeah,
Cairo right now. So me and my best friend Madeline, we're talking about maybe going to Cairo
oh
this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
So
That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it'd be like sometime in the summer. So
Yeah, I remember that when like when Google Maps first became a thing, and they started having Google Earth, like back in the day. And I remember that like one of the first things that I looked up was like I never had been to Africa or to Egypt before, so I like did a deep dive, and went on Google Earth and looked at all the pyramids and like zoomed around them and stuff. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they have some cool tours. They had like a camel riding tour, like from like the pyramids to like Giza, or to no, Giza is the pyramids to the Sphinx.
oh nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that'd be super
that'd be a lot of
cool.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be super cool.
and it's so cheap for hotels right now. It's like you can get a 5-star hotel for like $40 a night. So
Really.
super
Wow,
good.
that's
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
really good deal. Dang,
yeah. So
gotta jump on that.
yeah, I know. I want to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Have you ever been toilet papering before?
Uh
Do you
huh.
have any like funny stories or crazy stories or
I just
anything
know
like
we
that?
used to go and we'd like get the toilet paper wet, and I
Oh
always
yeah.
felt bad. I always felt bad about that because it like is really really hard to get off once you've gotten it wet, which I guess is the point, but it just seems kind of bad. Also, one time we went doorbell ditching, which I guess isn't toilet paper, but I think we did toilet papering too that night.
Yeah.
And there were cops in the area, even though like I don't think they were after us or anything. We just started running and we were like jumping fences, and it just seemed like really stupid because I was like, they're not even
Really?
after us,
Yeah,
but
right.
we're doing it anyway. I guess just because it was fun, but
You just wanted the thrill or something. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason, the wet toilet paper always reminds me of Boy Meets World. That's like one of my favorite shows. So the time where they get Mr. Feeney's house, and they throw wet toilet paper on it, and he just comes outside, and he just looks so sad, and they kind of play like some kind of sad music. They're like you just did this to an old man, like an that just lives alone by himself. He never did anything to you, and it's just kind of funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, but let's see. Um, who are some people that inspire you or make you really happy?
Living or dead, or like people who are close to me, or
Uh, could be anyone. So actually, the next question too is who are some of your personal heroes, dead or alive? So you could kind of combine that into one question, really.
okay.
But
Well, I mean, Jesus is probably the number one. It's
yeah.
right here.
Oh, nice. You've been right there. Nice.
Yeah. So that's probably number one. But as far as making me happy, I think Jesus is
Yeah.
probably the top. But I think heroes, well, and then like my best friends, like Madeline that I mentioned earlier, she makes
Yeah.
me really happy.
Nice.
I don't know, our family. I feel like I'm best
Yeah.
friends with everybody, so in the family. So
Yeah.
that's
Definitely.
that's another one. And then heroes, I mean, it's a kind of a given, but Walt Disney is one of my heroes.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Trump is one of my heroes. Abraham
Nice.
Lincoln, Dad's one of my heroes.
Yeah.
Dad's probably at the top.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
but yeah, we just have an amazing father who's humble and kind and
Yeah.
wise and just yeah, so intelligent and so hardworking, and so he's just all those things are so good. And anyways, but
Yep.
yeah, our siblings, our
Definitely.
mom and dad are some of my best friends who make me really happy. Trying to think. Oh,
Nice.
Harriet Tubman is also someone. If anybody
Yeah.
hasn't seen the movie Harriet, that movie
Yeah.
will really inspire you. It's so
Yeah. That
good.
movie's awesome. Yeah. I remember it was playing when I worked in a movie theater, so I probably saw it multiple times. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's so good. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are some of them. Um, I don't know. I like Teddy Roosevelt a lot too. I think he's a good
Oh
president.
yeah. Yeah.
Good hero. There's a lot, but yeah, those are
Yeah.
some of them.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, those are great ones. Let's see. So name something that makes you unique, unusual, or different. So like, for example, like I always like to mention that they have a little bit of a stutter. It kind of runs in our family a little bit, so that's something a little
Okay.
unique, or like anything else that you think might be kind of like unique to you.
Well, I have a scar behind my ear from when I had chicken pox when I was younger.
Oh, I didn't
So
even know that.
yeah, so I have like that's my only like birthmark, but I think it's not really from birth. It's from when I had chicken pox when I was like one.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, so I don't know if I really want to show it, but
yeah.
but
It's a little
it's
gruesome.
like right behind my ear. Um,
Okay.
and then I worked for Disney, so I'm sure that will come up at some point in this, but I might as well
Yeah.
bring it now because I love
Sure.
Disney.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was a photographer for Disney. Before that, I worked restaurants, like worked food at Disney. So yeah, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I don't know. I have really long hair. I was voted best hair for like high school superlatives, so that's kind
Oh,
of
nice.
cool. And
Yeah.
then
So,
I don't know. I think yeah, I always get a lot of comments on my eyes too, just because they're kind of unique. But I think besides
yeah.
that, like, those are
Definitely.
maybe some of the bigger things. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Huh. Let's see. So that kind of covers a little bit the next question. Where do you work or go to school? I mean, you worked at Disney, you said, but you also have some other work in school you do.
Yeah, so I go to BYU. I'm wearing BYU sweatshirt.
Nice. Go
uh,
Cougars.
yep. Rah, 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 rah.
Yep. Right.
And then I do sales in the summertime. So I sell pest control. I did work at the gym on campus at BYU for a little bit, but I don't do
Okay.
that anymore. But
Nice.
I am like applying to design internships because my major is art, and so I'm
Okay.
wanting to like either work at like the art museum on campus or do a design internship somewhere else in Provo. Because I live in Provo, Utah. That's where BYU's at. So yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. What is your favorite color?
I feel like it kind of changes, but I think the color that's like a mix between orange and pinks, like coral, is really pretty.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I like what's on my eye, like my eyes, my eyeshadow.
Yeah.
That's probably
Oh.
it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like yellow
Let's
a
see.
lot too, but
Yeah.
but pink probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
um, let's see. What things have ever made you cry before? So like books, movies, or like personal experiences or anything. Do you have anything that might come to mind?
So many things.
Yeah.
I feel like I cry a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a very passionate person. So I cry, a happy cry, a sad cry. But I don't know. Disney movies make me cry. The fireworks show at Disney World,
Oh
at Magic
yeah,
Kingdom
definitely.
makes me cry. Anything to do with like I don't know, like new beginnings or like things ending always makes me cry. It's like graduation or I don't know, just like yeah, when things are over, sometimes makes me cry. Even though I love change and I love like I don't know, starting fresh and having like doing new things. I love that, but still just like I'm very sentimental. So
Yeah.
when I think about like all of the memories, it makes me cry. But like
Yeah.
in a happy way. Like it's
Yeah.
not necessarily that I'm crying because I'm so sad. It's because like everything was so good. Like life is just
Yeah.
so great that it makes me cry.
Well, it's always good when you find the good things in life that really make you happy, and then uh, everything has to eventually come to an end at some point. So
It's
sometimes that's
true.
kind of hard, makes you a little sad, but also kind of happy for the experience, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's both. It's happy and sad. But I cry in movies a lot, I feel like. So
Yeah.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
just when I'm like feeling emotional, I cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably my number one movie that always makes me cry is either Marley and Me. I always cry when I watch that, or Where the Red Fern Grows. Like some reason, it's always when
Yeah, that's a sad
when
one.
like, usually always when like dogs or like pets die for some reason. I'm not really even like a big pet person, but in the movies it always gets
Yeah,
me.
I don't know why it always does make you cry. It seems like when it's a dog
Yeah,
or some sort of animal. But
yeah. I even
it's
watched
not
the
like
movie Turner and Hooch recently.
Bambi.
Yeah, Bambi. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep. That always does it. Yep.
it's really
It's
good.
yep. Have you ever been in a car crash before?
Yeah, yeah, a
What
couple
was it like?
times.
Like, like you want to tell about any of them or?
Sure. So the first time was in high school, and Dad and I were staying, or like we were all. I think it was just Mom and Dad and I. I think, and we were staying at the Hilton in Eagle. And like the carpet cleaning company put us up there. I think
Oh yeah,
like redoing, or maybe it was the hardwood floors, but they put us
yeah.
up in this hotel.
Yeah, I think we had a water leak or pipe burst, and they had to
Yeah,
tear out our floors or something. Yeah.
yeah. So they put us up in this hotel while they redid it, and we were driving. So we were driving a different way, like along the highway to high school, because the high school is just down the road from our house. But this time we were going on the highway, and it was super icy and slick. And it wasn't like it hadn't snowed. It was just like I think it had rained and it just frozen on the road.
Wow.
But Dad was like losing complete control of the wheel, and
Really?
and the whole time I didn't really understand because I hadn't driven much. But I was like, can't you just grab it? Like, why can't you just grab it and keep it
Yeah.
steady?
Right.
And
Yeah. Keep it steady.
he's like, I can't do anything, like it's just
Yeah.
doing it. So anyway,
Yeah. It just, yep. It just is. Yeah. I think I remember being back at the hotel, and then he called me and told me that we just had an
yeah,
accident or something.
yeah. So we hit another car, but just like barely. It was like a love tap, so it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
but it was like spinning out of control, just going straight for the car, and I was like, we're gonna die. Like I just
Yeah.
experienced it, and then I also got in a crash by myself when I was driving to a Jim Gaffigan show in Salt Lake. And I
Oh,
was
really?
meeting up with our brother Cade and a couple of our friends because they were driving from Rexburg, Idaho. And I was on my own. And, anyways, someone had pumped their brakes really hard in front of me. And I was driving stick, which I can drive stick, but I just I think I wasn't completely used to the brakes. And so I still was kind of doing them not at quite the same time. It was sort of like a, like,
Yeah.
and so it wasn't super fast. And And plus the brakes were bad. So it just wasn't like my car now. If I had been in the same situation, I would have been fine. But at the
Okay.
time, the brakes were pretty bad, and so I just like no matter how hard I slammed, I would have hit the person in front of me, and I totaled that
Oh,
car, so that was not good.
oh, you did. So
Yeah,
did you
well,
miss?
I like continued to drive it to Salt Lake because it seemed fine. It just seemed like the hood was like closed, like it was dented,
Yeah.
but it was worse, I guess, than I thought. So it was totaled.
Did you miss the show, or did you still get to go?
No, I still went. I was kind of stressed, but I tried
Uh,
to, forget about it.
well,
And
well,
I just left the car in the parking lot.
well. Hopefully, some good comedy will cheer you up. All right.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's been worth it, Jim. I mean, it was worth it because I have the car I have now, and it's much better, and I like it so much more. So it's fine.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you have anything weird or unusual that you're obsessed with or have to have done? So like the example I always give is that when I go to sleep at night, for some reason I have to have all the doors in the room closed, like even the closet door. For some reason, like I'm not really really afraid of anything. It just kind of makes my like mind race if it's open or like thinking about it. It's just really weird. But I don't know if you have anything like
Yeah.
that.
I really get annoyed when people. This is more of a pet peeve, I feel like, but I guess it's kind
Yeah.
of the same thing. If like the door is closed when I'm in a room, and I'm like by myself, and then someone comes in and opens the door, and then they leave, and they leave the door open, it's like really annoying. Or if
Oh
they
yeah,
like,
because it's like
or it's the same thing if like the lights are turned off, and then they turn them on, and then they just leave. It's like I don't know, it's just so insensitive.
yeah.
So
It's like
I
I had
like
it.
that.
It's like I had them off for a reason. Or I had the door closed for a reason.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's you're totally disrupting my atmosphere here, and then you're and then you're just leaving.
Yeah.
And now I have to get up to
What's your
go like
problem?
do all this stuff that I wasn't intending on doing. It's not like the biggest deal.
Especially, yeah, but especially if you're like super comfy or something, just kind of sitting on your
Yeah,
couch or a bed or something, and then that happens. Yeah.
yeah. And then obsessions. I mean, like I'm obsessed with Disney, but I don't know if like in America, so
Yeah. Nice.
so those things, but those aren't like things that bother me of type of obsessions. I think
Yeah.
like you get a little bit, and I think everyone gets this sometimes though, but when things just start to get kind of grimy, and then you just go on like a cleaning spree because you just can't stop until all the grime is gone. So,
Yeah.
so I think
Did you get
that's
that trait probably from our mom? Because like
yeah,
she definitely is that way too.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think besides that, I like love cleaning the dirt underneath my fingernails. And so
Oh
I get
yeah.
like that's not really like annoyance. I just am like, this is so enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh
kind of obsessed
yeah.
with doing that maybe.
Yeah. Recently, I've been like for some reason scratching the inside of my ear. So our dad and it like he does this thing where he like takes a paper clip and he like sticks it
Oh,
in,
it's
in his
so
ear
gross.
and he's like digging it around. But like I actually
It just
just
makes
like
me
tried it.
cringe. I cannot stand
It
when he does
actually
that.
it actually feels really good to just
I'm
stick
sure it
something
does,
kind of
but when somebody
like
else is doing it,
scratches it
it's
like
like so
yeah. Yeah,
annoying.
so I did it so many times and I don't know it was from doing that or if it just built up over time. But I woke up one morning and I couldn't hear out of one of my ears. I'm like, oh no, like what's going on?
Oh my
So I went
god.
into the doctor and like they had to like clean and clean and clean and like get in there with this thing that like flushes your ear out and they're like squirting all this stuff in your ear and you feel like you're like drowning, but like it's a
Yeah,
weird
I've
sensation in your ear.
I've had that before, I think.
It makes you feel kind of dizzy. Like for me,
Oh, really?
it did at least. Yeah, so like it's like a
Weird.
weird sensation. But they like pulled out these huge chunks of earwax. Like like I didn't
Yeah,
know that was all in there.
gross.
And so ever since then, like I have really good hearing now. I can hear great.
Same. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Besides that, if I have any other obsessions, I don't
yeah,
know. I think I don't know. Yeah, if I think of any. But yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not
let's.
a very particular person. I'm like very go with the flow with those kinds of things.
That's good. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. See, do you prefer croutons or bacon bits on a salad?
Bacon bits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really like croutons.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, you don't need some like stale pieces of like old bread just to, like crunched on your
Well, I feel
salad.
like the whole point
No.
of a salad is for it to be like, I don't know, healthy somewhat. And so bacon feels a little bit healthier than croutons for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, at least you're getting protein instead of carbs. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
but
I don't know.
but let's see. Do you prefer a two door or four door on a car?
Four. Two
Four,
doors.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know who would prefer two.
yeah. Usually, like two doors more of like a style thing if you want to go with like a sports car
Yeah, I mean
or
that
something.
looks
Usually, but
nice.
yeah, but like four doors is just way more practical. You can fit more stuff. You can have people ride with you and all of that.
Substance over style.
Yeah, right. Yep, definitely. So I know you don't really drink too much soda, but when you do you prefer Sprite, 7 Up, or Sierra Mist out of those three?
I don't know. I I haven't really compared them
Or
much, but I just know
or do you like no preference?
Sierra Mist has like the cranberry blast, which I think is really good.
Yeah,
So
that's good
yeah,
stuff.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, recently that like since I'm gonna drink a little more soda, probably that I haven't seen the Sierra Mist the last couple of Christmases, or the Sierra Mist cranberry that usually like Mountain Dew cranberry. I don't like Mountain Dew as much, but yeah. So hopefully they bring it back sometime. That's what I'm hoping. But
Yeah,
but
that is good.
yeah. Do you have a blanket or a stuffed animal that you sleep with, or maybe like when you were little that you slept with, or even now?
Yeah, I mean, I do have a stuffed animal on my bed right now.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, it's like a baby Dumbo, but it's big. So
Okay.
it looks like a baby, but it's large.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
so I do still have some just because at Disney, I feel like it was hard not to buy all the merch all the time because
Yeah.
you get discount. But yeah, like as a kid, I had tons of stuffed animal dogs. Jordan even made a video of me where I just sat there and all of my dogs appeared on top of me,
Oh
like
yeah,
one
I
by
forgot
one.
about that
Yeah.
video where they like completely covered you one by one, so they like just like appear out of nowhere, and then they all disappear. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so
it was
funny.
just pretty funny. Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
were
I didn't
like,
realize I had that many, but when you look at that video, it's like a lot. And
yeah,
then
you must have been like I don't know what, like 7 or 8 when we filmed that
yeah,
or
I was
something,
really
or
young. And then
yeah.
I had tons. I had Webkins too, and my favorite was the reindeer Webkins. And then I also had like a little
Oh yeah,
tiny penguin Webkins that I liked a lot. So yeah, those are fun.
yeah, yeah. I forgot about the Webkins that they had like a website with like a bunch of cool games and stuff for
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, it's so
Yeah,
fun.
nice. um, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Um, Cookie Two Step from Bluebell. Have you had Bluebell?
Uh, oh yeah, I think so. When I lived in Texas, it was like really big in Texas.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah, that's a
that
really good
or
stuff.
yeah, it's so good. But I also like there's this kind that BYU sells called that's salted caramel pretzel, and it's so good. It's like these rods of pretzel covered in chocolate, and then there's also like salted caramel. Anyway,
Oh,
it's
nice,
really good. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, yeah. I always like making a little stop at the BYU Creamery whenever I'm in town. That's always
There's so
a
many good
pretty
flavors.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I like all the stuff with graham cracker too. Like Graham Canyon's really good, but
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I
that's
mean, I'm not really picky when it comes to ice cream. I like soft serve a lot, so that's not really
okay.
like yeah, like at Disney they've got like the Dole Whip, but it's swirled with vanilla, and that's really
Okay.
good.
Oh
So
yeah, That Dole Whip's awesome. Yeah, here they actually have. I don't know if they do it or where you live, but they actually have Dole Whips at the fair, at the state fair. So yeah, so
Oh,
those are
really?
good.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. So we can get them at least once a year.
That's
But
cool.
yeah. What is your favorite breakfast food?
I don't know. Maybe pancakes from Joe Mama's.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
Those are like
Yeah.
some of the best, but they're like as big as your plate. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, probably pancakes or waffles. I think I'm just basic and I
Yeah.
like those things a lot. But
Nice,
yeah,
me
but
too.
the Costco muffins are super good.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are good.
and like smoothies, I think are really good too. But
Oh yeah,
I was on like
yeah.
an
Definitely.
acai bowl kick for a long time, so those are really good.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I haven't had one of those in a long time. There's a place that as I'm near where we live in Spokane that's supposed to be pretty good. So
Oh,
I gotta go
really?
check that out
Yeah.
sometime. Yeah, yeah. But what is your favorite non-breakfast food? So maybe something for dinner or something like that.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you like sushi,
Or
huh?
or curry. I really like Asian food, so like Thai or Indian curry is good. So yeah. That's my roommate Reagan.
Hey.
Sorry.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
you're good. Yeah. Yeah, you too.
This is Reagan. She's the best.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yep, that's another insight into your life. There's
This
your
is
roommate.
Jordan, by the way.
So good to meet you.
Yeah, you
I
too.
whole
Yeah.
interview, so I love your
Yeah,
post.
nice. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, but this man.
dripping with movie madness.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got all kinds of comic book stuff and posters everywhere. Yeah. So
Super cool.
it
Super
was
cool.
pretty fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I won't interrupt you guys anymore.
Okay.
Love
All right.
you.
Bye. Love you.
Thanks. But yeah, like I think that like for some reason I really like sushi too, but I don't really like most seafood. But like I really like sushi. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Do you like raw fish on top?
Yeah, I even like the raw fish. Like I didn't think that I
it's
would,
really
but
good. Yeah.
I actually do though. Yeah, yeah. Like probably my favorite is actually the like eel, like the little eel roll. Like those are actually really good.
The ones with the eel sauce is what's so good to me.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that. So good.
yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Do you have a favorite dessert or like what is it?
Cheesecake. The red velvet cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's so
yeah.
good.
Yep. That's definitely my favorite dessert. Is like any cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one day I'm gonna go there with like my husband, future husband or something, and I'm gonna get like every single cheesecake on the menu, and we're just gonna blow it for dinner to try all of them, and we're gonna
That'd be awesome.
have a bite of every single one. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I could do it now if I wanted to, but I want to do it with somebody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there was a video from Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning where they try to bite of every single cheesecake, and then they give like a quick within 5 seconds of trying it. They give a quick rating from 1 to 100, and then at the end they reveal what the highest rating was, but they have to reveal it quick, and then they're just
I think
like
I've
being
seen that
fed
one.
all these
Yeah.
cheesecake. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, the ones I've seen of them are usually like the food reviews. I think
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, those are some of my favorite. Yep, and also too one of the things I actually got. So I actually signed up for their what do they call it? They're a mythical society. It's kind of like
Oh, you
it almost
did?
seems like
Huh,
it almost
but-
seems like a secret combination or something
Yeah.
that they do it, but it's all for fun. But I got this cool little bobblehead thing that I have on my computer, so it's Rhett and Link sitting at a desk, kind of.
Oh, cute. That's fun. You got that because you're in the
Yeah,
society?
yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, send it to me. They actually send some really cool stuff. Like they have a cloak of mythicality that's like makes you kind of feel like you're like part of their little society. And they had a little like viewfinder thing that's like it's like all the '80s movies Link hasn't seen before because it's like he hasn't seen very many '80s
funny.
movies, so you can like scroll through. And then their new one coming up is one of those old '80s lunch boxes with like the cool graphics on there, and they have some really cool like graphics to like represent all the things that they do on their show. And they have a little thermos inside and stuff it comes with.
How
which is
often
cool.
do they send stuff
Yeah.
to you?
You get some once a month. So
Wow, that's super cool.
yeah. So they had one that was like a red and link chia pet too that you can get.
Oh
It's
my
like their
god,
heads and
it's
stuff.
funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There's some pretty cool stuff. They had a book of mythicality that like it's almost like kind of like those books you see in the store that like tell all about Star Wars, and they have like big pictures and stuff that they like had one of those for a good mythical morning. Yeah, so
Cool.
got some cool stuff. Yeah. But let's see the next question. When you wear socks, do you go with long, mid, or ankle socks usually?
Well, it depends on the type of shoe I'm wearing. So most of my shoes I have to wear the ankle socks, or like the ones that are even smaller than the ankle socks. Like
Oh yeah,
I don't know what you call them,
like
but
like no show or
yeah, they're like really small, and I feel like they fall off your ankle a lot, which is super annoying. But and then like going to bed, I know that's weird. Some people think it's weird to wear socks, but I'm just such a cold person. I'm always cold, so
if it's cold.
I wear long socks to bed. But
nice. So when you wear socks, you usually just go with like white socks, or like you go with like certain colors, like some or like some designs or something.
Well, I used to do patterns more, I feel like, when I was younger, but now I just always get like white or black, which is super boring. But
okay. Yeah, usually I just go with it. For some reason I always wear white socks most of the time, except for when I work out I wear black socks. I don't know why. I just kind of do. So yeah.
Do your feet get like sweatier or something, so you have to wear black so it doesn't show?
But usually, like I think, kind of maybe subconsciously, that was my thinking. So like, but like I never really really pay much attention to it. I don't really think they get that sweaty. The only time they do,
much, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, the only time that they get real sweaty is if I have to wear boots, because like, but like usually I don't have to. But I've had some jobs where I've been working in like a warehouse and they require you to wear like steel toe boots and stuff. And usually I don't like doing that. My feet get like sweaty, and I've got an athlete's foot from doing it. Like, yeah, I don't really like it that much. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, let's see.
Let's not talk.
Yeah, right. The conversation for a different show, right? But what is your favorite holiday?
Christmas, but 4th of July is a close second.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I really like Halloween too, though. Like, I love dressing up. It's so fun.
Yeah, same here. Like, I actually really like it too. Yeah, so I need to get some good ideas for some costumes. I actually kind of want to do. So in the background, I have a big key hanging up, and that's from Kingdom Hearts, the like Disney video game. So I want to dress up as Sora for either Halloween or like a Comic-Con. That's like the main character. So yeah. I always thought that'd be cool to just see Sora walking around Disney or something, because technically that is kind of a Disney thing.
Disney, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that'd be kind of cool.
That game was so cool. It's like pretty inventive.
Yeah, it is, because you get to go to these worlds and like going on adventures with all the characters. They got a Lion King and a Toy Story and like even like a Tangled one. They have a Monsters Inc. one, and usually when you go into the world, you like transform in like into like a half human, half like hybrid character from that world, which is kind of cool.
Well, they've been with some app that I don't know if it's called like Sorcerer or something, or Magic Kingdoms, or I can't remember.
Oh yeah,
it's so similar.
It's where you battle.
Yeah,
it's where you battle like a whole bunch of different Disney characters. Yeah, actually, I had it for a little while.
I didn't ever get that, but I watched like a preview for it, and it looked like it was good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So,
cool.
But like I always end up getting way too many apps on my phone, so like usually there comes a point where have to declutter, and I gotta pick my like
Same.
15 like most used apps and get rid of the rest because I'm running out of space.
Yeah, well, I don't ever download games. I'm not really like a game person as far as apps go, but like if I were to get rid of them, I'd probably be like, the game's gotta go.
Yeah. Usually for me, I like to have maybe like 2 kind of go-to games, but I don't really even play them that much really. I just like when I'm bored, if I'm like waiting for something, like I don't know, in a waiting room or
That's
something,
like
I'll just do that.
Yeah.
But let's see. What's your favorite time of the year?
Winter.
Yeah?
I
Like winter best.
just because I love Christmas and my birthday and Valentine's Day, and I don't know. I think it's just so magical, so that's why I like it. And I do really like the snow. I don't like the snow past Christmas, really, but before that, I like the snow.
Yeah, I like snow if it stays in the mountains, but I don't want to.
Yeah, it's true. It's easier to just like go up the mountain to snow, go to a cabin or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the summer a ton, and I think like I always feel like ready for the new season when it comes around and like excited. But I think winter is probably where I'm like, oh, it's winter. It's so fun.
Nice. Do you have a favorite word or a phrase that you like to use, or that you just kind of noticed that you use? Like for me, I always say like isn't that special, or that is just extra special, or something like that. But do you have anything like that, or the words you use?
I think there's rotations of what I use, because I think I used to say like the heck all the time.
Oh
but now lately I've been, for some reason, I don't know why, but I've been saying frickety frack, and I literally don't know why I say that because nobody else says that. But and then my roommate says it's a good time a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's a good time. And so now I say that all the time. So when something, I don't know, when I'm like talking about something with somebody, something fun, then I'm like, yeah, it's a good time. So I guess
sometimes when you're with certain friends too, you might have some kind of words or phrases you use a little more. Like with my friend Chris, we always said the word legit all the time. We like, oh, that is so legit. Yeah, that is like really cool. Yeah, that's legit.
I think I do say holy cow a lot.
Oh yeah, nice.
I think that's kind of my go-to because I don't really like all the substitute cuss words. So holy cow, like, or I just say oh no, like a lot.
Oh no.
Nice. Or Kate and Trent make fun of me because I do this, but I go ee. It's like not really a phrase, but but when I'm super excited about something, I go ee.
I can see it. I see Trent having a reaction. It's be like, whoa.
Yeah.
What was that?
Trent even does it sometimes now because he knows that I do it. Yeah.
Really? That's funny. Nice. Let's see. Do you have a favorite song of the moment, or like maybe like either like a song or like an artist or band you've been listening to lately?
Yeah, I really like well, Morgan Wallen is country, but he just came out with like a really good album. So I've been listening to that recently a lot. But before that, I was listening to Lov's album a lot. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called like By Myself or something. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
And then so that's really good. There's also this song that like during Christmas time I was listening to a ton called Kissing in the Cold by JP Saxe and Julie Michaels. Nice. JP Saxe is really good.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, those are some of my like go-tos lately. But
cool. Yeah, I'll have to check some of those out because I don't know if I really heard too many of those. So yeah,
super good. Casey Musgraves has a really good Christmas album too, so I was listening to that a lot.
Oh yeah, I think that I have heard some of that one. So because usually I just do
super good.
Well, usually like every Christmas I'll just do like take one day and just do a big search for all the Christmas music and just just like dump it like into one giant playlist, and then just kind of just put it on random all throughout Christmas, and then all the songs will pop up.
Yeah. I found some really good stuff this year that's like not the traditional Christmas music, but like also really good. So
Yeah, awesome. That's cool. Let's see. What are some of your favorite stores that you like to go to?
I think Urban Outfitters is probably my favorite. I think that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
store that like I literally want to own everything in the store. So
Oh yeah, nice.
yeah. So Urban Outfitters. I don't know Winco because I like grocery shopping.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Forever 21 is like good cheap stuff, and I always find things that I like there. So lately, the Flag store in Provo, it's got that's where I got this Trump flag.
Oh, nice.
I can't get it.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Nice.
and they have like so much good stuff. They have flags from everywhere, but then they've got like the colonial flags, and they have tons of gear there that's really good. They have like wooden constitutions, like big wooden plaques of the Constitution, and like
Oh, nice.
the store's always fun to go to, so that's fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a flag store. That'd be
yeah, and the
be
guy
cool to
there
check
is
out.
so nice. He's so cool,
Really?
and he's always. I think he recognizes me because I go in there like maybe once a month or something, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always like, he's like, "We got all this new merch coming. Let me tell you about all the new merch." So.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It's kind of fun, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and like the Disney store.
Oh yeah.
Like in the parks, all the stores in the parks. I could spend forever looking at all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I would wonder if like the Disney store is like still a thing outside of the parks. Like, did it? They still have them in
There's
places?
one. There's one in Salt Lake, and it's pretty cute in there. They had one in Paris. They had one in Paris along the Champs-Élysées. I don't know how to say it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, they had one on
cool.
the way to the Arc de Triomphe. They had a Disney store there, and it was really cute. They had like an Eiffel Tower and had like Mickey and Minnie at the bottom, and yeah.
Oh, nice. That's
so
awesome.
It was really cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to actually buy quite a few stuffed animals too. I have a little collection I left at Dad's house, but
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Usually, like, for some reason, I always had this thing that like every time that I go to the Disney store, I got to buy one stuffed animal every time. So they used to have one in Boise before that closed, and so I always got one there. Or if I was ever anywhere else, I would always get one.
Well, it was so magical, and then like my favorite store closed down. So sad.
Yeah.
They do have a Disney store in Orem too. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think in the mall there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see. What do you most often do when you're bored?
Read, sing, work out, online shop.
Nice.
Write in my journal. I don't know. I'm not really like into television or Netflix right now. I watched Bridgerton, but besides that, I haven't really watched any shows in a long time. Like I watched The Bachelor because we watch that like every week with my friends.
Oh yeah.
But but besides that, yeah, I think when I'm bored, I just like, read, cook. I don't know, just like kind of standard things. But like going running, I feel like is always good. Or going to the gym. I have a gym membership now, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I start like online shopping for traveling. So like I'll look at flights or look at like hotels or because I always travel. So
nice. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I do that a lot too. Like I always like I always feel like I want to have like one trip to look forward to all the time. So it's like once you finish one, you got to have one like in the next year or something like that,
Yeah, that's true. I'm the same.
Yep.
Or I just like call people on the phone because I think like when I'm bored, I'm just like, I just want to talk to somebody because I would
Yeah.
rather do that than do something alone. But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, totally. Let's see. You kind of answered this one a little bit, but do you have any pet peeves or annoying things about life or people that kind of just bug you? Or
Well, I don't
and you
like
kind
when people are hypocritical. That really is annoying. Like when someone does something and they contradict themselves, just almost like immediately after, it's like, yeah, that bugs me
yeah,
so bad. Um,
yeah,
or just like people who this does bug me when because I have some friends that like, because I feel like I'm pretty much, no matter how busy I get, we all are able to find some time, to like see someone or talk to somebody, there's always
yeah,
time. Everybody has,
yeah.
it's just like what you're filling your time with,
Right.
And
Yep.
so anyways, I have certain friends that like they'll constantly make plans with me and they'll always cancel. Always. And
Yeah.
it's just like are you do you really like it? Are you going through something? Like what's going on? Because like I feel like you shouldn't be canceling this much, and it just feels like they're a fake friend because if you really care about your friends, you make time for them and you're there for
Yeah.
them.
Right.
The whole point of a friendship is to like be
Yeah.
there for your friends. So that
Yep.
does really get on my nerves when someone is just like canceling over and over again. But
Yeah. It's
yeah,
like most people will like most people. I think what we either spend their time doing like the things that like is most important to them, or the things that just that like they really want to be doing. So that kind of shows you like whatever they're spending most of their time doing is must be the most important,
yeah.
and the things that they don't, they're kind of like, oh, I guess that's not really that important to them, kind of.
Yeah, it's true. I think another pet peeve is maybe slow readers. I like
Yeah.
yeah. I used to get very annoyed as a child and like I just had this like ticking time bomb go off when like people are reading really slow because I'm like, I can read this so much faster, just let me read.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Today,
it's
Junior.
not as big of a deal now, but
Yeah.
but I still sometimes think about it. But
Yeah, one of the things when I interviewed David, we had an uncommon actually. It's like both of us don't really like when people back into a parking space. I don't know why. It's just like a really random thing, but it's just kind of like you're like going through a parking lot
it's so
and you see
random.
someone start to like back up and you're like, ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants,
Yeah.
you're gonna back into a spot.
That's
Whoopsie
true.
doo. We're
That's
like,
true. That's a good point.
yeah, like for some reason, like it's no big deal. I mean, people just do it probably because it's easier to pull out that way. But like I'm like horrible at like backing into tight spaces. I can back up, but if it's a real tight space, especially parking, like I'm not good at it. So I'm just like just park like a normal human being. Come on.
Yeah. Well, while you said that, I thought of one more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a Disney thing. It drives me insane when I see all these people going in the standby line. I mean, right now they're not doing fast passes, but I'm always just like, you idiots! Like, you have this like free access to fast passing, and you don't even use it. Like, what's wrong with you? Especially when it's like a really high wait time. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, you guys are so silly. Like, why are you not getting on your app and like, trying to find a fast pass? It's not that hard.
Right.
You're sitting in line anyway, so you might as well like get on your phone and try to find a fast pass.
Yeah,
But
right. Because
I always just think it's so ridiculous. I'm like, oh my gosh, you people. And then I hear other people talking about how Disney is just a bunch of lines, and I'm like, you don't even know what you're doing. You need to learn the ways of how to get onto the
like it
ride.
doesn't have to be a bunch of lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, for like some people, it's like a once in a long time thing that they ever get to go to Disney. So it's like you want to make the most of it.
Yeah, totally.
Line.
You can, like, if you stand in the standby line, you'll be like, yeah, we only went on like 4 rides. But if you use fast passing, you'll go on every ride in the park. So it's just like a night and day difference. And I don't know why people don't utilize it. So
yeah, right. People need to be educated or something.
I know, honestly. Let me educate you.
Yeah, right. We're watching this video, then you know what to do.
In the words of your fellow Facebook friends, let me educate you.
Yeah, right. Yep, exactly. Yep. Let me show you why you're wrong. Right. Yeah. Let's see. What is your favorite salad dressing?
Caesar.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I don't really like it. Everyone loves poppy seed. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like it.
If you watch Cade's video, I told kind of a funny story of one of Mark's sisters reacted really bad to poppy seed, and it was really weird too, the way
Oh,
that she
really?
reacted. Yeah, like she acted like she was like gonna like puke immediately. This like the second she put it in her mouth or something. It was
Really?
funny. Yeah.
That's so funny. Huh, weird.
And she made like a big scene about it. Like we're at a dinner and she made a huge scene. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think poppy seed is bad. I just prefer other things.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna freak out about it.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. What is your favorite number and why? Do you have a favorite number?
Yeah, it's 8. I don't really know why, but it
Yeah.
is.
It's one of my favorite numbers too. Is 8 for me? Maybe because that was Kobe Bryant's number, and then also it was
Yeah.
was Steve Young's number too. So
Yeah, I
maybe-
think like
maybe
the
that.
curviness of it, I don't know. I just something about it is like more interesting than the other numbers.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like an infinity symbol if you look at it right.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? And X-nay on the wishing for more wishes.
Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know if I've thought about that one too hard.
Yeah. Kind of
Because
loaded question.
I like working, like I like the feeling of accomplishment of doing something and
Oh,
it
yeah?
happening, you know. So I
Yeah.
feel like making a wish kind of like diminishes that. So I
Yeah,
think
sure.
maybe I'd wish to like always have the desire that I'm like wanting, maybe like because
Yeah.
sometimes you like have the desire to work out, but you don't really. You're kind of like I need to work out, but you like don't feel like working out at all, you know.
Yeah,
And
right.
so I wish I could just like ignite myself with desire and just feel
Yeah.
like excited about it. And then I also wish I had like teleportation. So I could go anywhere that I want to. And like if
Yeah,
I
that'd be
could
awesome.
grab onto people and they could teleport with me. So it's like a
Yeah.
teleportation.
Yeah, that'd
And then I don't know. I think it'd be cool to like go back in time for like a day or something to like any time period. Or
Yeah,
just be able
that'd
to
be cool.
time travel. I mean, I don't know if I really want to travel in the future, but I think like seeing just being like not necessarily time traveling, but like almost just being an audience member. I don't want to affect anything. I just want to like be a fly on the wall, you know?
Yeah, just observe it
So,
or something. Yeah.
yeah. It's like instead of watching a movie, I'd love to like go back in time to like when Lincoln was, I don't know, signing the Emancipation Proclamation or something and just like
Yeah.
witness it, you know?
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So that'd be cool. I think that's
Nice.
probably it. Because I feel like the other things that are more like personal in my life, I kind of want to like decide for myself. So I don't really want like, I don't know. I don't need wishes there. Like as far as like having kids, I kind of want that to be like random and fun and like make mistakes and all of that, you know? So
Yeah, that is true.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that kind of answers probably some of the next question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I want to change one of my wishes. But
Okay.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I would get rid of the influence of the media. It just drives me bonkers. Or I would fix it somehow to where it's like actually, I don't know, like where you actually know the truth, you know?
Yeah.
I like I'd fix the media so it's actually just reporting truth and not so biased. So
Yeah.
if that was possible, I would totally wish for that.
Yeah, like I
But
always
superpower, yeah, time travel. Or not time
yeah,
travel. Sorry, not time travel. Teleportation.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, like I always thought that'd be that like for one of my wishes. I didn't well, so I did an episode where my friend Chris interviewed me, but we didn't get very far, we're probably gonna do a part two because we just got into talking about all kinds of stuff. But but like I always thought that it'd be cool to just instantly know if anybody's lying or if anybody's hiding anything from you.
It'd
So
be
like
so nice. Or just like be able to
yeah,
read your mind. I mean, I think no, like knowing whether they're lying or not would probably be better just because like you can ask questions and you don't feel like you're like invasive, you know? Because there may be things you don't really want
yeah,
to know completely. But
yeah, and also too, I feel like like if you knew that like I feel like the world would be a better place. I don't really know, but I kind of feel like
well, 'cause
because
you
you
know
know
the
if like
truth. Yeah, like it'd be
right,
so nice to just know it's true.
yeah, you know the truth, like you have to know like not only about your like people in your personal life, but like even like how you say it with the media or like with politicians. So like it'd be like cool to just be like watching the news and you could just instantly know like if like they're like lying
So
about something
nice. Yeah.
or like it
Oh, that'd be
or
the
like if a
best.
politician's lying or something, you can know who's
Yeah.
actually really doing the right thing and being truthful about it or and who's not, you know.
Yeah, another one I thought of too is like if I could just give like all the homeless people in the world a home, that would be another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yep, especially like in like some big cities, like Seattle. I know is really bad. They well recently they started cracking down on all the tent cities, so that's good. They're like starting to kind of like they're actually helping people like find the help that they need. So like well, they need counseling and need some rehab, or they
That's
just need to
cool.
find them just somewhere to live. That they've been trying to help them and stuff. But they do some weird things though. Like they provide needles for all the homeless people because they wanted to have clean needles because they think a lot of people are just doing drug and like getting dirty needles and then they're spreading diseases. But I think that's just dumb. Like don't give them needles. Just, like take all the needles away, the clean ones and the dirty ones. Come on. Sure.
I also, now that you talk about that, it'd be nice to just get rid of this whole COVID nonsense. Like,
Yeah, right.
like, and like any of that to ever happen again in the future. Like all these things that sort of seem like, and like the political, I don't know, like the politics behind it. Get rid of that. You know,
Yeah,
like
because like
that'd be so nice.
for me, I just like to know is like is COVID real like is it something that like somebody made up or like or somebody actually created it to like find out like for real like find out the actual truth if
Yeah,
somebody created it or
be
was it
nice.
something that just happened naturally or like how did it happen and then also when someone gets sick was it actually COVID that made them sick or was it something else and then when they when they die like was it actually COVID or was it something else to actually know the truth.
Was it made in the Wuhan lab? Is my
Yeah,
question.
yeah, right. Yeah, was it part of the Chinese coronavirus? That's what like Trump always called it, or like Charlie Kirk, they always call it the Chinese coronavirus. Yeah, yeah. But let's see. Um, what do you want to be when you grow up? And yes, we all need to grow up a little bit. I feel like.
Um, if I had like no restrictions where I could just take a break from life for like 10 years and not have, I don't know, because I got like my deepest desire is to be a mother. And
Yeah,
so I like that will come first before anything else probably. But if I
yeah,
could take a pause before that, I would love to like be on Broadway. That's like dream, like
oh yeah,
dream life. That would be so cool. But
that'd be
besides
awesome.
that, I really want to have a vacation home business.
Yeah,
And like design all of the homes and like hire architects and do all the design for it and work really hands on with everyone that works on it and design like
that'd be awesome.
Disney caliber style of homes where it's like
That'd
very
be
like
cool.
like luxury but themed to like where you're staying. So that's
Yeah.
like my end game, what I really want to do. So
Nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
like I love business, and I think there's like a lot of good money in that too, but also I get to do what I love doing, which is designing. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be the best of both, you know.
That'd be awesome because that just kind of makes you think of some of the really cool like vacation homes I've seen online or like some hotels
Yeah, there's some really cool ones.
Like a lot of the Disney stuff. Like I always want to go stay in that Star Wars one that hotel that makes you feel like you're actually on a Star Wars ship or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
making a new one right now, that should open soon, I think. But
Nice.
but yeah, there's this website that sort of made me think of that when we were going to London, I was looking at like all these vacation homes, and then I came across this website that I don't even remember the name of. Like I don't know how I found it, but it was set up so nice and all the homes just looked so pretty and like, and I don't know, it just felt different than Airbnb. Airbnb sometimes feels a little like sketchy at times, you know. You're looking at it and you're like, this looks like a house, you know.
Yeah.
But there's specific websites that are like luxury homes that you know get to stay in that are designed for vacationing, not just like someone renting out their house, you know.
Yeah, right.
So anyway,
nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be so fun. Like if you're staying in DC, it's like a colonial theme, you know.
Yeah.
Or,
that'd be awesome.
You know, wherever. But
yeah,
I want to like feel like I'm staying in that city, and like the culture, you know.
Yeah, it's like fun when they create like a cool atmosphere for you, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the best thing about life, do you think, or the best things if there's more than one?
Well, I would say the gospel for me, just I don't know, just having religion and being able to have like just have such easy access to that, you know, is probably the best thing about life. But I think that ultimately makes me happy, or like the happiest. And just having that perspective of life, I think makes life a lot better. But I think like I feel like I kind of have a little bit of a gift for just like enjoying, like having a passion or desire to see the world and to like, I don't know, see all the things that God has created for us. And so that too, like just in all parts of that, just like meeting new people, seeing like seeing the history in the world or like the natural beauty, just like all of that combined. It's like life is so good. And there's so many horrible things that go on in the world too. But I think when you dwell on that, you kind of like have blinders on to how good you really do have it. And I think most of us, we do have it really good. And so anyways, the best part of life is just like, at least for me, like my optimism just like really gets me through so much. So
yeah, like life's just like what you make it, and it can be really great, it can be terrible if you choose it that way, and then also it's all a lot of it has to do with your outlook on life. I think just kind of your just attitude towards life, you know. So
yeah, and I think for me, because I believe in God, I just know that I'm like, I don't know, I'm divinely created and that I have purpose. And when you know that, I think it like really affects the rest of your life because you're like, wow, this means something, you know, and I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, so. Right. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, here's another kind of loaded question, but if you could pick 10 things to have in this entire world, what would they be? So, I mean, you could go with things you already have, things you don't have, things you want, or just any things that these are physical things.
I would have.
Or if you can't think of 10, you could go with 5 if you want, but you can do 10.
Can a thing be like a house?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'd have like my dream house. So that would be one. And then also like a unlimited like travel card or like travel points card. I could just,
That'd
or
be
like
cool, yeah.
miles, unlimited miles.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts as a thing, but
Yeah.
that would be nice. I think it'd be nice to have like, I don't know, to own some sort of like kids clothing store, just so I can like always have like stuff for my kids when I have kids.
Oh yeah. That'd
And
be nice. Yeah.
and then like if I need to help other, I don't know. I
Yeah, just
think
help people
if
out.
I own a clothing store, that could help a lot of people, not just
Yeah.
like my own family. So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'd own the like Declaration of Independence. That'd be sick.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Nice.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else. I feel like I have so many good things that it's hard to decide. But
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a few good things. So yeah, that's
the
probably good.
world's biggest bed. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Or like Joseph Smith's copy of the Book of Mormon. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I know who owns
that'd be
that,
awesome.
and it's a guy
Yeah.
who lives in Provo. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. He owns this like rare bookstore where he collects all kinds of rare items, but he collects tons of stuff. Like he had Thor's hammer, and like you would
Like from
love
the
it,
movie?
Jordan. It's so
Really?
cool. Yeah, he has so much stuff. He has like
Really?
safes in the back of his store just full of stuff.
Really?
So, yeah,
Oh,
it's so
cool.
cool.
That's awesome.
So that would be cool.
Yeah, the world's biggest bed always reminds me. There's this movie. It's called Envy. That Jack Black, and he gets this like huge bed that's like bigger than like a king size bed. It's just this like massive, like it's like two king size put together pretty much. And so it has Ben Stiller in it, and like he just walks in and like sees Jack Black just like laying in this like giant bed. It's just pretty funny. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Mickey's Once or Twice Upon a Christmas, but one of the like shorts that they do, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are in this enormous bed, and it just stretches on forever. Yeah, it's so funny. It reminds me a lot.
Nice. Let's see. What is your favorite place?
I think like I don't know, like our house in Park Lane is up there, but the cabin up the canyon, like Provo Canyon,
yeah,
is
that's
up
one
there.
of mine. Yeah.
The temple.
Yeah.
Also, like my favorite place I've ever traveled to is called Mont Saint Michel. It's off the coast of France, like close to Normandy. But I think I've told you about it. It's like the inspiration for the Tangled Kingdom, and it's so cool. And when the tide is high, it's like in the middle of the ocean, but the tide was kind of lower when we went, so it was mostly sand around it. But it is so cool, and it's really old. It's like 50 AD. So it's like it's super ancient and amazing. And there were monks who lived there, and monks don't live there anymore, but they did. And so we went on a tour, and they told us all about it, and it was amazing. It was one of the most surreal things. It was so cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Name some of your favorite things that you've ever done, or your favorite experiences. So you probably mentioned a few, but do you have anything anything else that might come to mind?
Well, I've been bungee jumping, and that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
So, and that was in Mexico in Puerto Vallarta. So that was.
I think Cade was
amazing.
Was like, tell me about it. That it looked pretty rickety. Is what he said.
Yeah, they closed it down now, so I'm wondering if it was a little sketchy.
Yeah, but you guys survived it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because like bungee jumping is probably one of my like few fears I have in life, because it's like
really?
It's all about it's all about
like
whether or not the equipment functions properly.
Yeah,
if it doesn't, you might die.
Well, it's so sketchy because like I get up to like it's like this big ramp off of the ocean, and then enormous. It just goes up and up and up and up. It looks like a stairway to heaven. And then there's like a little hut at the top, and you get up there and you're like the only one going because like you wait at the bottom for the person at the top to go. And then once they've gone, you're like walking up by yourself. And there's this little Mexican guy up there, and he's just like, and then he hooks you up and he doesn't say a word. And then like he puts you up against the ledge, and he's like, he's like, tres, dos, uno. And then he just like, yeah. And you're like, okay,
you
this is it. He does tell you before, he's like,
Man.
if you don't jump off in time, I will push you. So I was like, I jumped basically like before he even said uno, because I was like, I'm not getting pushed off. So
yeah, right. You want to be in control of the situation.
Yeah. So it was like 150-foot drop, probably. It was
really, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, so that was cool. Working at Disney is obviously cool because I worked on Main Street as a photographer. So I was like, they have like an underground tunnel system. So I was in there all the time. And then
awesome.
I got to work with the characters all the time. So I was with like Mickey and Rapunzel and Tiana and Cinderella and like Winnie the Pooh. And I was with Jack Sparrow once, and then I have been with like Buzz Lightyear and all those guys. It was so fun. So that's really cool.
Yeah, like the characters are like might even be my favorite part of Disney. I remember when we all went to Disney. I remember that I missed out on a couple of things that I wanted to go get my autograph and pictures with the characters.
Yeah, it's such a cool, unique thing that they do there, because I feel like other parks maybe try to replicate it sometimes. Like I've seen a couple of the Marvel characters at Universal, and it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's not.
The quality is so different, and like the magical feeling is so different. So yeah, so that's a cool experience. Going to Europe was super cool. Hawaii is super cool. Being a part of like, I don't know, just getting more involved in politics and like going to some of these protests and stuff has actually been really, really cool. Because I've never done that before. So it's just kind of like a unique, I don't know, just been like a really unique thing. And I've loved that. Summer sales too. I feel like it's super unique because we're just like knocking on people's doors every day for months. And it's like, just so random and weird. And you have so many weird experiences. Like, there's so many things that happen every day, and you come back into the car and you kind of tell stories because people are funny. Like they do weird things, and sometimes there's crazy people that you talk to, like legitimately super crazy people. So
especially in the South too, because when I served my mission there, like we would knock doors and like there'd be some like pretty crazy people. There'd be some that were like super friendly too. Like there'd be like all different types. There'll be some that'll just slam the door in your face. There'll be some that are kind of a little weird. We had some guy that pulled a knife on us once at a door. That was kind of freaky. But then you even have some like super friendly people that they'll just invite you right in, and they'll act like you're already best friends. They'll offer you something to drink or something like that. You know,
there's so many more cool people. Like the good totally outweighs the bad.
Yeah, especially because like in the South they have that like good Southern hospitality, so they're like usually pretty friendly and like just love to talk to you and stuff. So
yeah, the thicker the accent, the nicer they were.
Yep, right.
Yeah, they're all so cool.
I don't know if you ever got the Southern goodbye, but like for us, whenever we'd be like talking to someone, we'd be like, "Well, y'all take care now, or y'all be safe now," or something.
Yeah. You hear?
Yeah, so like we'd be like, "All right, I guess it's time to go."
Yeah, it's so cool. And there's like weird things that would happen, you know, like I had friends that got flashed, and like so there's like weird stuff too, but then there's also such good stuff. Like people will invite you into your house and be like, "Come and sit down for dinner," you know, and like like, it's so funny. So you get like the polar opposites, you know, and there's people who like will invite you over later and say, "You can come anytime. Like anytime you want to come over for dinner, you can come over here and you're welcome." So you get you totally get polar opposites. But trying to think of other experiences. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, school has been really good. Like going to BYU has been like an amazing experience, and I love going to school here. But yeah, besides that, like besides those things, I mean, I feel like I've done quite a bit of traveling, which has been really, really awesome. But yeah, I think I'm just like always wanting to go on new adventures. And I mean, this past month, I haven't even been in town a single weekend. We've just been
Really?
going places. Yeah. So I think like even those like little things, just like staying up late with friends and all that stuff, like that means so much to me. And that's like the bigger picture, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know that's the cliche thing to say, but it's like YOLO. You only live once, so you want
It's
to make the
true.
most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I take advantage of that. I had a friend who was like super down to just up and go to DC with me like the next day because I was contemplating going to DC for a protest, but I was like, I don't know if anyone would be willing to go. It's like so spontaneously, but I asked a few different people, and I was like, if as long as there's one person who's down, I will do it. And I did find somebody who was down, and he was like super gung ho about it, but I didn't really know him, and like Kate knew him, and I know him well now, but at the time I was like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. And so I didn't do it, but like it's those spontaneous moments that I feel like make life really interesting and fun. So I kind of, in some ways, I wish I would have done it, but yeah.
Yeah, there's this guy that Shannon works with that so he's been saving money for like a really long time, for about 25 years. He's been saving all this money, and so now he has enough to go on a 5-year trip around the world. So he's gonna go for 5 years and just
Wow, that's
go.
so cool.
Yeah, so he's gonna explore
awesome.
everywhere. So like he like plans to like go somewhere
that.
on like all 7 continents. He's gonna like just like go everywhere. He's just gonna just like go see the world because he's been saving for so long. That was like one of his like lifelong dreams to do it. So yeah, that's pretty
so
cool.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I've always thought it'd be
so-
cool to like rent an RV for like an entire summer and just like go all over the country. Or
yeah, that'd be
like
awesome.
I also really want to backpack Europe. So I'd love to like go to Europe for like 4 months, like in a full summer with, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
kind of want
awesome.
to go when I'm married because I don't really want to go alone as a girl. I feel like it's a little sketchy, but or just like in general, I don't think it's good to travel alone and like somewhere you don't know. But yeah, I think that'd be amazing. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, there's so many places that I want to and I still want to visit. So like, I definitely have like a list of like all the places that I want to go. I don't know if I'll get to them all, but hopefully. So
yeah, you can try, right?
Yeah, yep. Let's see. Let's see. What are some of your favorite movies?
My top is The Patriot. No surprise there. Yeah. Yeah, that movie is so good. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And then I love Les Mis. I know some people say like, oh, it's nothing compared to the musical, but I haven't seen the musical and I love the movie. I just love the story. The story's so amazing. And I like the book a lot too. I've read like half of it. But yeah, so that's super good. And then like less serious, I really like Hitch. I just feel like that is like the best rom-com. And then How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is good. I love the Harry Potter movies. So those are the good ones.
Nice. Cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do you have any? So I just added this one as a new question because I wanted to answer it for me, but maybe you might have. Do you have any favorite guilty pleasure movies, or like maybe some underrated movies, or like a movie you really like that's like kind of most people might think it's a bad movie, or possibly, or not that popular that you really like?
I don't know if it's a bad movie, but I love Lady and the Tramp, and I feel like no one really cares about that movie. And but I love it, and I think it's so good. So that's one of my favorites.
Nice.
I'm gonna think of other ones. Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of basic, and I like all the things everybody else likes, but
Yeah.
I'm not hard to please.
Yeah.
But
That's
but I
good.
do think I don't know. I think sometimes people get really upset at like endings that aren't happy in the end. Like for example, like La La Land or like Dead Poet Society, or
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there's other ones that were like ended not the way you want it really to. And but
Avengers,
I love
Avengers
that
Infinity
though.
War.
Yeah,
They all
true.
die.
But but I feel like it's I don't know, it makes you think and it takes you by surprise. And so like the whole point of watching a movie is kind of like to like learn and I don't know, think a little differently and I love like true story movies where it ends great because we know that that can happen, and that it's possible. But I
Yeah.
think I don't know, having an ending that you didn't expect is kind of like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, let me think why they did that, or and I always think
Yeah.
it's like, more interesting when the ending is maybe not as happy.
Yeah. And for me, one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies like a movie that I just love, and I don't understand why people don't like this movie. It's a movie, John Carter. Have you ever seen that
I've
movie?
never seen that. Mm-mm.
Oh man, that movie's just so good. Like for me, like it just gives me chills just watching it every time. And it's and it has a great cast that you have you have uh Bryan Cranston, you have Taylor Kitsch. I want to say Oscar Isaac, I think, but and then just like the like story is just like a really cool. There's like a love story. There's adventure. There's like part of it like takes place in the Old West, and then it like moves into like a futuristic thing on Mars. I just think that it's like just so cool and like just the way that the love story is like really powerful. Like yeah, like it's one of those ones where
Yeah.
like kind of like the Notebook, where they like have to be separated for years and years, and then they finally make it back to each other later on. Like it kind of like I was like that a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah, I think in well, as far as guilty pleasure, I feel like a lot of people um kind of I don't know, like Pride and Prejudice. I feel like everyone kind of
oh,
says that's like Pride and Prejudice, but I love that movie
yeah,
and I will not be
yeah,
afraid to say that I love it. Even though like
yeah.
I know kind of like typical. Oh, another movie I forgot is The New Little Women. I love that movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was
That movie was
really
actually really good.
yeah,
Like
so good.
normally that's like usually not like really my style of movie, but it was playing when I worked at a movie theater, so I saw it and it was like really good.
It's so
Like it's
good.
probably
Yeah,
I've seen the old one, like Winona Ryder, but I think the new one's even better. Like I
me
think it's
too.
like really
Yeah,
good.
I think the new one's better
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I don't think there's any other
yeah,
like guilty pleasure ones. I don't know. I really like. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like most of the ones that everybody else likes.
yeah. For me, I have like like a movie that's like one of the dumbest movies like ever made, but I just love it. It's called Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Have you ever
Oh
heard of that
yeah,
movie?
you love
Yeah,
that.
the movie just like so off the wall, where they like have him speaking another language, but it's dubbed into English, and they give all the really buff guys really girly sounding voices, and like some of the women kind of manly voices, and it's just like so funny. Yeah, for some
I
reason I
I
like
like
die laughing.
that movie is funny. I remember
Yeah,
you showing us that as kids.
yeah,
But I do like some of the movies that are kind of like cheesy too. And I think that's maybe a
yeah,
guilty pleasure is like someone will be like, "Are you kidding? You like that movie? Like that's so cheesy." But I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I love
yeah,
it."
right, yeah,
Yeah, because it's just
yeah,
like it's fun. It's a movie. Like it's supposed to be kind of funny and fun, and
yeah.
so
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of cheesiness
yeah,
in a movie. I mean, you definitely don't want it to like 100% of the movie, but to have a
yeah,
little bit,
yeah,
it's always good. Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Um, let's see. What are some of your favorite books that you've read?
My favorite
Or-
book, well, Book of Mormon, but besides
yeah.
that, uh, besides that, because I feel like it's just such a standard answer. But
Yep.
like the Bible, I feel like if you don't say the Bible, you're not holy, right? But
Yeah, Trent. Well, Trent went through the whole entire thing. Pearl of Great Price, a Doctrine and
Oh,
Covenants.
really?
Yeah, it's fun.
But I feel like secular Les Mis. I haven't read all of it, so I can't say. I don't know if I can fully say that, but that's one of my. I think it's just like so well written.
Yeah.
And then, no, you're good. And then Unbroken is super good. The movie did not do it the story justice. Like
no,
it
like
is
so, like
better.
yeah. So the book of Unbroken was like probably the only book I've ever cried reading, and I was just like sobbing, like reading. I was just like this is like just like all the things that he experienced, and then like to survive all that crazy stuff that he experienced, and then
Crazy.
when he finally finds God and like realize that like there's a higher power that all these miracles happen, but like the book just kind of leaves out all the religious stuff. Like I don't really understand that. But
you mean the movie?
The movie, I mean, yeah. The movie does.
Yeah, so that's too bad, but it's really good. So that's one of my favorites. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like I really like historical books. 7 Habits is a great book, and I feel like it's 7 Habits for Highly Effective People.
Yeah.
I feel like that will be like life changing, and
yeah,
for so many people. I mean, it is for so many people. So that's a great book. I don't know. There's some recently. 1984 has been really interesting. I've been reading that for my book club.
Nice.
It's so good. It's super interesting. So that's really good. I thought Pride and Prejudice was really awesome too.
Nice.
And I know there's some more. There's some really good fairy tales that have like bigger stories than people think. Like they don't realize that it's like a pretty big book. Like Peter Pan is a really good book.
I never read the book, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's like 200-300 pages, I think. So it's like a pretty in-depth book.
It's like the book of Hansel and Gretel. If you read the original one, it's actually like a lot longer story. It's a lot more to it.
Some of those fairy tales are pretty fun to read. And C.S. Lewis, like everything by him is so good.
Oh yeah.
So
those are the first. Well, like probably the first chapter books that I read. It was definitely like the chronicle, like all the Chronicles of Narnia. But then also, I remember reading like Goosebumps when I was little, and then also Hardy Boys for some reason. I like read all those. Those were like my first chapter books. Yeah.
Well, the Screw Tape Letters and Mere Christianity are both really good by C.S. Lewis too. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. He's a wise man.
He is. It's true. Yes. Harry Potter. If like I love Harry Potter. I've read those books like 6 times. So that's really? Also very like standard, but I love them. Like if I just want to be in a good mood and need to read something that will put me in a good mood, Harry Potter will do it. So
yeah, definitely. Like when I read Harry Potter, because like I kind of have like an ADHD kind of like brain, so when I read, it's like for some reason like I can read fast, but like I don't always retain all the information, so I'll have to end up reading the same page like multiple times, and so like actually like literally I got to a point where I'm like I don't know if I'm gonna read books anymore. I just can't really like I don't know like I don't really have the attention span for it. But then the Harry Potter series came along and like literally like rekindled my love for reading. Like it really got me back into reading. And like those books, for some reason, I could just focus like the whole way through.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like, yeah,
I know
they're just so engaging.
But yeah, I think I did that for a lot of kids, honestly, because it's just like magical and takes you to like a whole other place. And anyway, yeah.
Which I just wonder why they haven't done either like a Harry Potter series or like some other Harry Potter movie. I didn't like Fantastic Beasts. That was just me. I actually actually hated those movies, especially the second one. Like, it actually made me physically angry after walking away from that. Like they Harry Potter, like that movie made no sense to me. I thought it was just
so bad in comparison. Like when
it's just so bad.
Like there's just no even comparing. The characters suck in comparison. I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. It's like there's no likability really in any of the characters.
No, there's not. And the movies are written by J.K. Rowling too, but
Yeah,
it just didn't do the same for a
she
movie
did not
that's
deliver.
Yeah, but so like I just really think they either need to like either like go forward and like just like see what the same characters are up to and like what their kids are up to, or maybe get like into like the like origins of Hogwarts could be
Yeah, that'd be cool.
a cool movie, or even do something with like Quidditch and like show like all the different Quidditch teams and stuff. I think that'd be cool too. So like
They
something
could
like
even
that.
like focus on a certain character too, like
Yeah, like
Dumbledore thing,
yeah,
and then into like his backstory or
yeah, because like they had Dumbledore slightly in a Fantastic Beasts, but if they would have like maybe focused more on him, kind of.
yeah.
You know.
But they could do anybody.
Yeah.
They could do a series about Hagrid. You know, like I don't know.
They could do.
There's so
They could
much.
do that. They could do Sirius Black. They could do like so many different characters.
And really good. I mean, they're kind of doing it with like the Star Wars story movies, you know, where they're
they are, yeah.
Which I really like, and some of those are even better. Like Rogue One was amazing. So
yeah, seriously, like Rogue.
That is such a good movie.
Rogue One's awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, and they have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming up. I'm excited.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Be good.
Yeah, but let's see. What or who makes you laugh the most?
Probably Madeline or Cade. Yeah.
Those
two I feel like I just laugh hysterically with.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.
When I'm with all of you guys, like when the five of us are together, I feel like we get pretty, like we can laugh pretty hard where we're like not and our stomachs.
I think so.
Yeah, so I think that's like the ultimate, but yeah, like out of my friends, Maddie just makes me laugh the most. But I mean, my roommate that I'm with currently, not the one that was walking in here, but our other roommate, Ashley, we've gotten pretty close. I feel like we laugh pretty hard. So
nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, there's just something about like being together with the family. There's like things that like normally probably wouldn't be funny to like a lot of like other people, but like not even inside joke, just saying some random thing that's like you just start laughing at like hysterically, but it's just like I don't know. It
just try to do that all the time, where they're just like hysterically laughing, and we're all like, "What are you laughing at?" And they're like, "I don't even really know."
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was for me and Aaron, because like for some reason, just Aaron says some like just something random, like he probably makes me laugh the most, like just some random thing, and like I can't remember, like I think there was one time that like he mispronounced something, like he was trying to talk about a movie or like a book maybe or something, and he like totally said the like title wrong on accident. And like I don't know if you ever had one of those moments where someone just says something random and you just go into like a laughing fit where you're just laughing so hard that you can't breathe. And but then you like think back on it and you're like why was that so funny? But I just remember I was dying laughing. I don't know.
And anyone else who listens to us will think we're crazy. Like Kate and I saw the Winnie the Pooh movie, like the Christopher Robin movie, and we were just dying laughing. Like we were laughing so hard. Like I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. And and it was so, I don't know, we were just like rolling laughing, you know. It's
really?
And then we talked to other people and they're like, that movie wasn't funny. And and we're just thinking, that's all we did was laugh. Like, how did you not think it was funny?
Yeah, right. We laughed the whole way.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting how like certain people kind of get your sense of humor. But
yeah, like when me and Aaron were young, we had some kind of inside joke about light brown. Like for some reason, just like something about light brown, and we would just be like we would just say the word. Be like, yeah, what color was it? Was it light brown? And then we'd just be like dying laughing, and it's like some random thing that's not even funny, but for us, we were just dying laughing.
Yeah, it's true.
But let's see here.
Kids make me laugh quite a bit too. Aaron's kids.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they make me laugh super hard. Yeah.
Let's see. Do you have any favorite games, like a board game or card game or a party game?
I mean, I think it kind of depends on the time, but Catan is always just like a classic. Settlers is a
Yeah,
classic.
Settlers.
But I mean, I like Ligretto because I feel like I'm good at it. So
Yeah,
I
you are
think I
pretty
like
good.
it because of that. And
Yeah.
then lately, I've been really into that game Quicks. Have you played Quicks?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
I played
I've
it a
been
few
into
times.
that quite a bit lately, I think. Oh yeah, we played it with you.
Yeah. Yep. Last time that you came, yeah.
Yeah, Ashley, my roommate, and I have been playing that a lot. We play board games a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
There's a day we played Settlers like 4 times in a row.
Really?
But it goes by fast. And it's just me and her. It's only like 30
Yeah.
minutes. So
Oh nice.
yeah, but I don't know. I love games. I love like the games
Same.
where you don't need anything too. Like I think they're a little bit more creative. Like I don't know, the name game or
Yeah.
all kinds of games growing up that we'd play. Like I
Like
don't know,
Mafia or like some.
Law or Mafia,
Yeah.
or like Murder in the Dark or whatever.
Yeah.
So, or like the game where you like have to get everybody on your team in four specific seats.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there's
Yeah.
just like
Oh
those
yeah.
games are so fun. So
Yeah. Like I need a good group of people to play games with because like Shannon doesn't really like to play games. I'll maybe get her to play games maybe like twice a year or something.
really,
But, yeah.
and you're such
Yeah.
a gamer.
She's not really into it. But I had a friend. I lived in Seattle. Francisco. He really liked playing Cards Against Humanity. Like when I showed him that version that I made, like he just loved it. Like he always wanted to play it. And then he would bring some of his other family members over. And we would all play. Yeah. So that was fun. And we played a lot of Jackbox games too.
Oh, those are
Those are
fun.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
So
are fun.
yeah, and the Party Pack 7. So like actually like on my last video, that was my recommendation was the new Party Pack, and it's like really fun. They have this one where you have to give a PowerPoint presentation in front of everyone, but then one of the people in the room gets to like pick what the words on the screen say. Another person gets to choose the pictures, and you just come up with like hilarious things to say. It's pretty funny. And then they have one where you like draw different pictures, and they have to fight each other like in an arena, like a boxing arena, which is
Okay,
pretty
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that one game we play as a family sometimes when we're all apart, Psych. That's pretty fun too.
oh yeah, Psych. That yeah,
It's really similar to the Jackbox TV games, but
yeah, that one's pretty fun. Yeah, yeah. I actually forgot about that one.
yeah, I know we should play it again.
Yeah, we should. Let's see. I don't know
I
if you
know
ever.
it's probably getting close to the end, but I probably should probably go to bed soon. But just so you know.
Okay. Well, I got a couple good questions to end with then.
Okay.
So I have two.
This has been super fun. You're so good, Jordan. So good at coming up with all these questions and everything. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm probably been coming up with these questions since like high school, probably.
Yeah.
But we'll have two pretty interesting questions, and then I have one question that's like the question. That's like the ultimate question that I always end every interview with. So, but you'll see. So, the first one is what's one of your political beliefs that you feel strongly about that you'd be willing to share?
There's so many. Yeah, I've gotten really into politics this year, but I feel like, yeah, I talked about the media a little bit earlier, but I feel like the media is changing the world. Like I feel like it's destroying it in so many ways, and I feel like it's the enemy of the people, and so and I feel very strongly about that. I just feel like we listen to it so strongly for some reason, and
so much influence.
It has so much influence, and I don't know why exactly. And I mean, I guess I get it because we're so immersed in this lifestyle, especially as Americans, I think. But I think we just need to stop trusting the media so much and trust the people we care about, you know, like our family and our friends, and also like decipher truth, maybe not just from the media, you know, and like,
Yeah.
and there's
Do
something
your
really
research and
cool.
like find out if it's true or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. There's something really cool I shared on my story recently, but it was this story about a teacher, and she had a kid in class that she said was cheating and was sent him to the principal's office, or said he wasn't taking notes. I think that's what it was. And so she
Oh
sent him
yeah.
to the principal's office, and all the kids are like, wait, I saw him take notes. You saw him take notes. He was taking notes. What are you doing? Why are you sending him to the principal's office? And she did it anyways. And then she comes back and says something about like, I can't remember exactly how she worded it, but the moral of the story was like she came back and it was kind of a part of the lesson because they were talking about Anne Frank.
Yeah.
And she said, like, don't ever let people tell you what you see with your own, or don't ever let people tell you what you see with your own eyes isn't happening.
Yeah. Right.
And I just thought that was so cool. It's like we see things and we know they're true, but then there's all these other voices that kind of try to tell us that it's different. And so I think just like trusting your gut and trusting what you actually see, because that's true. You know, the things you see with
Yeah.
your eyes, like you
Right.
can trust that. And so, anyways, I feel really, really strongly about that. And I feel like that is, like I said, I think that's one of the things that is probably changing the world the most, and how people feel like they have power and like they can influence, and it's ultimately how we as like citizens lose power, is by like putting so much faith into this, you know.
Yeah, because one kind of quick thing about that, how it relates to some with me recently is like, so like I really feel strongly that the election was like totally rigged. I think it was totally stolen. I feel like there's other countries involved. There's like people that like had this like sinister agenda to just take down Donald Trump, and it's all because they either hate Donald Trump or they just want to have control and they want to put whoever they want into power. And so I would post all these things online, and the guys who I used to do another YouTube channel with, they saw all of that, and so like without saying anything, they just called me up and they said, "So we had a discussion, and you're off the channel now. You can't be part of it because you've been posting all this stuff, saying the election's rigged, saying that when all the votes were certified, that you were angry with Mike Pence, and you like said a bunch of nasty things about him," which I did because I was like really upset that like he had so much power to like change things and have a big influence and like stand up for like what he believes in. It just showed that like he really doesn't really support Trump that much and really doesn't believe like in all the things that he kind of portrays himself to believe in. And so I really felt strongly, and they said, "Yeah, we can't have that. We don't agree with that, so you're off the channel." So that was like a huge thing, because I've been trying to make YouTube into a career. You know, I've been trying to really do more videos to kind of put myself out there and hopefully make some money at doing it. And so that was like a huge blow. And I felt like it was honestly part of cancel culture. Like
Really?
like, why does everyone have to believe the same thing? Why does everyone want you to believe one certain way, or they're going to get rid of you, or they're going to cancel you? Like all these people getting canceled off of Twitter. It's kind of like you believe, like you have to believe what they believe, or else you're gone. And it's kind of like no, everybody's different. Everyone has their own views and opinions, and that's okay. I feel like that's totally all right, you know? So yeah, but
here's the thing, Jordan, too, is like for every person who hates your opinion about Trump, there's going to be two more that love it, you know? And so like I've gotten so much more love, I feel like, from just, you know, not like shying away from what I believe than I've ever gotten hate. And so yeah, there are friends that have unfriended me and who have kind of disowned me because of it, but also like I am who I am, and I'm like proud that I just like stick up for that, you know, and I'm not just like a silent sheep, you know. And so I think like in the end, like
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's more about like actually sticking up for something. I mean, we're told that as church members too, you know, like it's really important to stick up for what you believe in, and to not just like cater to what other people want, not give in to peer pressure,
Yeah.
So
Because like then you're not really like being your true self, and like you're almost living in fear because you're worried about what other people are gonna say or think, But
Reagan's agreeing over here.
oh, nice, nice. So
100% agree.
yes, awesome. But like one of the reasons why I wanted to mention that story is because I haven't really talked about it in a public place, and I wanted to say it in a way that wasn't like just like super obvious or super out there. So if anyone ever watches this, that they'll see it within like a whole show at the end of the show. So so that way I'm not just putting like just throwing it in people's faces, but that was a thing that actually happened.
I'm glad you talked about it because
yeah,
it's happening to everybody. So
yeah, it's a crazy. So I have two more questions for you. So one is what is one of your biggest religious beliefs that you'd be willing to share?
I think recently my testimony of the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon is so strong. Yeah. And I think that goes hand in hand with Joseph Smith as well, because he was the one who, brought it back to us essentially. And so I don't know. I just think with everything going on in the world, the craziness, the Book of Mormon has just become truer and truer. Like everything I read from it, it's like modern day news almost. It's like, this is what's happening, like this, what happened back then is exactly what's happening right now. And so it just gets so cool to me. And like President Nelson gave us this, like the president of our church gave us this thing called Come Follow Me. That is like the scripture guide for us that goes week by week and helps help us understand and everything. And Come Follow Me has just been like mind blowing to me. It's like every single week I'm like, what? That is exactly what I was dealing with this week, and not even just me, but like the entire world, it seemed. And so that's just been so cool. And Joseph Smith talked about how the Book of Mormon was made for us and made for our day. And it was made by ancient prophets, like written by ancient prophets, but it was written for us. And they experienced really similar things to what we experience. And we hear it all the time. History repeats itself. And this is a really, but this is in a really deep way where it talks about things that are maybe harder to talk about in like public life. It's hard to talk about, like sin and the pride cycle and all of these things that people don't want to admit to, and the atonement and all of it, but the Book of Mormon lays it out pretty blatantly. And I think like we really do need that today. As much as we have like history books and all of that, that's not given to us by God. It's not blessed by God, but this is, and like God to us. And anyways, my testimony could not be stronger of that because of what's going on in the world and so many other reasons. But
awesome. And I think Come Follow Me is like so inspired because what came out like about 2 years ago, and then here we have a pandemic where like half the time we're not even able to go to church, and then and they're already trying to like stress like making your like the gospel a central part of your home, and like doing your own scripture study, and even having some things we used to do at church at home. Now we only go to church 2 hours because they want to do more more things at home. So like I feel like it was so inspired.
It's just a testimony builder. And I think also like the prophets used to always talk about like the temple, like make your homes like the temple, make your home a temple. And now it's just truer than ever. It's like the temple's not open, and so we're kind of forced to make our homes like a temple and make them like holy places where we can worship and feel the Spirit and feel God's love and everything. So it's really cool.
I definitely agree with all that. And then so the last question, so this is the question of all that
I'm getting ready.
I have to know. So pineapple, does it belong on pizza? Yes or no?
I was not expecting that one. sometimes if the pineapple is like good quality and it's not just like the canned pineapple, then I think it can be good. But for the most part, I think it's kind of nasty pineapple, so it's usually not that good. Plus, like when you cook, well, I don't know, like grilled pineapple is pretty good, so it can be really good. But I don't know, when you cook like canned pineapple, just like the quality decreases even more.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's a little like slimy or something.
So like, I'm for it if it's like good quality pineapple, but
okay, because like
pineapple, no.
Yeah. Well, there's some people out there that I call pizza purists. They're like usually they're like either from New York or they like really like that like New York style pizza. So it's only like some pepperoni and some sausage and maybe a couple of vegetables and that's it. Like nothing else, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
I mean, I think it's good that way. It's kind of nice when it's simple, but the toppings are nice.
Yeah, like for me, I like all kinds of stuff. I mean, I put mac and cheese on my pizza like just the other day. So
my favorite's chicken Alfredo pizza. So
yeah, same here. That's one of my favorites too.
It's so good
stuff. Yeah. Well, anyways, that was a lot of fun though to get a little deep dive inside look, because the fun of this show is that we just kind of go for 2 hours, and sometimes we make it through most of the questions. Sometimes we only get about halfway, which was about what we did, maybe even a little less, but we had some good
discussions.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. So thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. It was super fun. Thanks for having me. I had a good time.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just finish. So where can the people find you, Emily?
Well, on Instagram, my handle is mrosy_, so EMROSEY_. And then I also have a YouTube channel, and right now it's just under Emily Rose Anderson. I might change it, but anyways, so you can look for it there. I think Jordan might put like a link to it in the description or something.
Yep.
And then besides that, I mean, Facebook, I'm Emily Rose Anderson if you want to friend me, but
yeah, awesome. Yeah, if you want to see someone who really lives life to the fullest, I think Emily does. So if you ever hop onto her social media, you'll see her doing something really cool or fun, just like all the time. So that's awesome. I mean, I wish I could honestly do a little more with my time. So, but and you can find me all over the Movie Hero channel. We got another show called Blind Spots, where we just do some polls. So I also run a Facebook group called the Schmodown Friends and Family. So the polls are over there. But we do Schmodown Friends and Family because the Schmodown's been a really awesome thing that I got involved with. That's it's like basically it's movie trivia meets professional wrestling. So it's like all the personalities.
Oh, nice.
Like professional wrestling. So you'll have these people come in and they'll do a bunch of trash talking and they'll like act like they're like super cocky and they're going to take everyone down, and then they just have these movie trivia battles. But the probably my favorite thing about it is the community surrounding it. Like I've met so many people just from that community, and just like so many like friends and just amazing people that I've actually had on some of my shows and stuff. So we definitely support the Schmodown, and so with my other show, Blind Spots, we have polls probably like every few weeks on in the group, and so I take all the movies that I haven't seen, which I'm actually still building the list of all the movies I haven't seen, because there's like right now I'm at about 700 movies I haven't seen. There's a lot, so I actually have that big of a list going. But I just throw them all in this randomizer. So I go to random.org. I just put them in there, and I take about the top 10, and then I have everybody vote. And the top 2 movies, I'll just watch them, and usually have a guest on, and we'll just do a deep dive review on it. So for our next one, we're going to do a review on the movie Onward. So I haven't seen Onward. Well, actually, no. Well, so I just recently watched Onward for the first time. So we got a review coming up for that. And then we're also going to be doing Taxi Driver. And then the people in the group actually voted for the movie Steel, starring Shaquille O'Neal. So that'll be a unique one. so that was
interesting. I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, so it's like he's a superhero, but it's Shaq, but he like plays kind of like almost like a Batman type superhero kind of guy. Yeah, and so yeah, so that should be fun. And then probably we're gonna watch Coming to America because they got Coming to America 2 coming out soon, so that'll be one of them. So I have that show, and then we also do another show that's called Tier Ranker Fights, where we just pick a topic and we just rank things on a scale of A, B, C, D, E. So right now we've been doing the best and worst movie remakes, and I got some people that are pretty passionate on it. So we're actually doing it one tomorrow night at 4 o'clock Eastern time. No, I'm sorry, 4 o'clock Pacific time on this channel, and we're gonna be doing part 3 of best and worst movie remake because we just like been having like such good debates with that. So that'll be there, and that's basically where you can find me. So yeah, this has been an awesome time. So we've got a little bit of a deep dive into the life of Emily Anderson, and so this has been Emily. I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and this has been 1v200.